Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining our hockey cards break. My special guest today is Julie from Stride Collectibles. Julie, do you want to introduce yourself? Oh, yeah, here's the cards.
Absolutely, yeah. Thanks so much for having me on. Started Stride Collectibles just under a year ago, and it's just taken off. The community is incredible. Get an opportunity to do things like this with you. So really excited to be here and see what you open.
All right, sorry, I've just been notified that the comments are not working. So I'm going to see if I can fix that. So
All right.
everybody hold tight. Visibility public. Oh, no, it's not made for kids. Okay. All right, folks. Let me know if you can chat now. Hello?
I see yours.
Sorry for the technical difficulties.
Oh, there we go. It's working.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you for going through that with us. And yeah, thanks for coming. So yeah, this is the hobby box, and I haven't even opened the actual box yet, so we can even open that together.
That's great.
So yeah, it's been sitting in my house for a while now, and the anticipation has been building.
So that's considered a sealed product, which is great. So whenever you get a product and you open it brand new, when it's sealed, you know that it hasn't been touched at all and nothing's been altered.
Dang, this is hard to open. Also, huge shout out to Dan from Women's Hockey Cards for sending me this. Because honestly, like, if he didn't send me this, I wouldn't probably never bought the whole thing. I probably would have got maybe like one small one. Okay. Some of the plastic's coming off now.
There you go. Are you nervous?
I am. There's like so much anticipation. Yeah,
That's
we got
great.
a whole tripod, and shout out to Julie for helping me set this up because I was struggling, y'all. I was struggling with this tripod. Trying to figure out how to set it up. So okay. Do we want to appreciate the outside box first? I got Taylor Heisey on here. Home of the Young Guns. 72 total cards. All right. I also saw there's like a fancy way you can open this.
So right under the Young Guns sign, the wording, sorry, there should be a piece of tape.
Aha.
So just peel that off and then you'll be able to open it. And then the part that you were trying to pop open will fold into itself so that you can display Taylor while we're opening the packs.
All right. This is like really Ava proof. Yeah, thank you everybody for coming, by the way. Let me know if there's any specific cards that you're like excited for us to potentially get in the chat. All right. Sorry, this is we've had a cat invasion that she doesn't know that this is very sensitive activities going on.
When we open packs, my dogs try to get involved and I get very panicked as well.
Okay, I got the tape off.
All right.
So, now this opens like this. Like this?
Yep. So lift it upwards towards you. And then if you fold this perforated part back towards us, you'll be able to show Heisey off.
Like this part towards me.
Yeah. So bring it back. So close the box again.
Oh.
But then Heisey will pop back out.
Like this?
Yep. Here, I'll show you. I actually have a hobby box here. Tell me you have
I think like this. Aha!
Yeah, you got it. Perfect. And then this part of the box will go like this in to the back. So then it'll stand up looking like
Aha.
this.
Okay,
There you
I'm
go.
gonna
Yeah,
show the
perfect.
on this one so people can
There
see
you
it.
go. Perfect.
Aha! Very cool. Very cool. You guys, I think I've opened packs before, but I think it was like a year ago, and it was before I knew how to open packs. I'm pretty sure I just tore it open, and now I'm like, now I know there's like a special way to do it. Okay, Electro Kitten says Dazzlers are the best insert. They're so cool. I do hope we get some of those. And Alba Costa says, I'm excited to see you open these. My box is arriving in a few days. Very cool.
That's exciting. Then we also have a Hannah Murphy fan in the chat.
Oh yeah, I saw Megan Carter got Hannah Murphy as well.
All right.
Okay, are we ready to open the first one? Oh my god, hey Dan. Thank you to Dan for supplying these cards, by the way. Dan is the freaking goat. Okay. I'm gonna actually move this to the side so I have a little bit more space for my hands right here. Okay. I think this is how I open it.
You got it.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna open it from the top, but I'm not gonna look at it. Okay, I think we got it now.
Perfect.
Haha. Oh!
Oh, Chirp's in the chat too now.
Who is chirping?
Oh no, Chirp Sports, Kelsey.
Oh! Maya Nyland Person, New York Sirens. Okay, let me try see if I can focus this a little more. Can you see it okay?
It looks good to me.
All right. Wow. I feel like it looks a little blurry, but maybe that's just what if I do that? Whatever. I'm just gonna leave this here. Okay, very cool. Then okay, I kind of saw the end. Next one. Wow, Ditsy Rose. We got a lot of sirens so far. Wait a second. Didn't she get traded? I'm not sure.
She was on Ottawa.
Oh, and then she came.
then went to New York, I believe.
All right. Jesse Eldridge torrent card, so vintage. Jesse Eldridge on torrent. You showed brighter than the sun. Wow, I'm excited to look at the back of these as well. But I'm just gonna be doing the fronts right now. All right, here we go. Yay, here we go. Here we go. I was really hoping we could get one of these.
I was hoping that for you as well.
Wow, this is such a good photo too. Wow, I'm really happy. I have another Poulan card courtesy of Dan, but this is very exciting. Wow, good pull in our first pack. All right. Vancouver Golden Eyes, Michaela Cava. I also kind of love this set of cards because I'm like, there's so much player movement too. So yeah, this will be interesting. Okay, and we're gonna get the hit next, which is like the special card at the end of every pack. So 3, 2, 1. Boom! Oh, Dazzler, Ella Shelton, let's go. Wow, this is very cool.
It's a nice silver outburst there. That's a great card.
Wow. Wow, this is really cool. Okay, interesting. For some reason, it has their stats through 2024 and 2024-25. But I guess it makes sense because I didn't know like when these cards were produced.
Yeah, so for this year, for some reason, they have 2 seasons worth of stats rather than just one. But I believe it's because they have a lot more inserts, so a lot of those different cards. And so to produce those, I think they wanted different seasons. As we get through some of the cards, I could probably explain a little bit more, but that's what I'm suspecting is why there's 2 seasons worth instead of just the one.
Interesting. Also, thank you for this context. Rose got traded from New York to Minnesota midseason. Also, yeah, I was like, I don't think I have any Outburst cards. So yeah, this is the whole first pack. So we also got a really good mix of teams, I feel. So very cool. Okay, I'm just gonna put these to the side. And then I was also thinking at the end, maybe we could play a game with our cards. Like, I don't know what people do with hockey cards, but I was thinking we could make like fantasy teams with our cards or something. Do people do that? I don't know. All right, okay. Pack number 2. Let's see if I can get better at opening card packs through the course of this video. But I don't know if I can. But I think this is okay. Ooh! Electro Kitten says that's why there's only 1 insert per pack. Nothing like NHL flagship that has 3 per pack. That seems like kind of a lot. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous too. But thank you for being here with me because I would have been anticlimactic if I did it myself, to be honest. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, okay. I don't know if I should say anything, but these cards feel different.
Oh, don't. It is possible there is an insert version that is of a different material.
Okay.
But let's see what it is when you get there.
Okay. I'm just gonna ignore how things feel in my hands.
For sure.
Wow, Elaine Chuli, also vintage now. Chuli on the scepters. I'm surprised I haven't got any horizontal cards yet. Okay, we've got some crazy pulls so far. You guys. Wow. I also really like that we have, like, these photographs look so freaking good. These photographs look so good. Wow. This is kind of crazy.
Yeah, Chuli is on the New York Sirens now.
Yes. Wow. Kayla Barnes torrent card. Shout out to Kayla Barnes. I really like these away jerseys as well. Hope she has fun in Detroit. Yeah, I do have to get my new Stacy and Pooh card signed. Elena Milan Fleet. Oh my gosh. I feel like this is like bringing back expansion trauma. And like, I'm not even like a Fleet fan like that, but like, I was so gagged. When, she's going to Hamilton. All right. Next card. Oh, okay. This is kind of iconic too because we'll be able to look at the back of this card because apparently the stats are wrong on this card. But yeah, I love Jamie Lee Rattray. I'm really excited to see her in Toronto this year. Yeah, the Mueller card is crazy. The Mueller card is crazy. This is a really good pack. Okay, I think the next card is the hit.
Could be right, yeah.
So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bro! Everyday Damien Netminder card. Wow, this is a really good pack.
So for this one here, what I want you to do, if you can, is bring the card up to the top right corner.
85 out of 199.
So that's a numbered card. So what that means is only 199 of that card went into production in the entire set or the product.
Wow.
So you have the 89th card that was printed of that specific card. And so the netminders is a different color, which will indicate the print run of 199. So that is not the base netminders card. It is a more valuable card because it is numbered.
Because it's numbered and because it's pink. I'm going to try turning on this lamp, see if that can make it brighter. I don't know if that helps anything.
So do you have those penny sleeves and top loaders that you purchased?
Yes. Should I put it in there right now or put it in at the end?
I would do it personally. I would do it right now. Chat, what do you think?
Okay, I have the this is what I got.
Yeah, that's what I use too.
Yes.
Dan says to sleeve it now.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get nervous, I think, if I don't. So that's probably a good point. Okay, what's the coolest card that we've gotten? What does everybody think so far? I just can't believe I already pulled a Poolade and Stacy.
Yeah, that's great.
That was crazy. I kind of want to just get like the cards I really wanted was honestly like just this is gonna sound really basic, but I wanted torrent cards mainly just because like the team is changing so much already after the inaugural season, so I think I wanted to just document like the inaugural season.
Dan says that
what I wanted.
The best card you've pulled so far is the Shelton.
Yeah. All right.
So when you have your penny sleeve, there should be some in that. The other one?
Oh, not like this one?
This one?
Uh-huh.
So what you want to do is you want to just make sure it's open before you actually put the card in, just so that you don't touch the corners or potentially bend the corners.
Uh-oh. I'm not sure if this thing I got has penny sleeves or if they're all like...
Oh, they should have. That set should always come with penny sleeves because those are the ones that I get too.
I think I might have got accidentally all top loaders.
Oh, okay.
Is there?
So
okay.
It's better than nothing for sure. Just when you open the top loader, and let me just get one here so I can show you.
Oh, I also have like let me show you the other things I have.
Dan, the best hit that I had from this set so far will be on this Friday's She-Works Fridays, and it's the card that Caroline Ouellette pulled for us. So I'll have to make sure that you wait for Friday to see which card that is.
Oh. Okay, so Julie, I also have like these kind of things.
Okay.
Should I put it in that?
Yeah, you can put it in that for now. Again, it's just more to make sure that it just doesn't get anything on it. So
maybe either or. So there's not a better one to put it in right now?
Usually for top loaders, you would want to put this the penny sleeve on first, but you can put it in a top loader for now. I can send you some penny sleeves after just to make sure you have them.
Okay, this is actually helpful because I didn't realize you put a penny sleeve and then you put it in a top loader.
Yeah, so what we would do essentially is I opened a pack right before just to show how to rip one. So what you would do in theory is you would have your penny sleeve. The card would go into the penny sleeve like that so that that's now protected. And then from there you would do this. And that goes into the top loader.
Oh, okay. I think it should be fine if I put it in the top loader right now, and I can put it in a penny sleeve later.
Yeah, I'll send you some. Electro Kitten, I do have a YouTube channel. I'm not on it very much, to be honest. I don't have too many long form videos, but I am on Instagram, which is where most of my pack openings and content is, and that's just Stride Collectibles.
Oh, Julie, you can also, if you guys are on my YouTube channel, you know that I go crazy with YouTube shorts. So you can also put like your short videos on YouTube.
Oh, okay. That might be something I pick your brain on. So just getting into the social media stuff.
Okay, let's answer this question while I'm putting these very valuable cards in these top loaders. Out of the 4 new teams, who's going to be the most successful? I feel like the easy answer. Wait, Julie, do you want to go first or do you want to hear what I think first?
You can go first.
Okay.
What I would do, before you continue, is I would put the 2 hits in the top loaders, and then the base cards we can have you sleeve after.
Oh, good idea.
Now, if you want to
I'm going to sleeve my MVP card too.
Yeah, for sure. I was going to say, if you want to sleeve your favorite ones, you can. Typically what we do is we put penny sleeves for the base cards, so those are the common cards. And then for the hits, we usually put those in those top loaders. Perfect.
All right.
Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead with the your predictions on the 4 new expansion teams.
Okay, well, I feel like Hamilton's the one that is the easy answer, right? Like, yeah, I feel like Hamilton is the easy answer. I feel like Detroit is overrated. Sorry to Detroit. But you know, as a Torrent fan, I'm like, you guys are giving Torrent 2.0, and Torrent didn't do that well the first time. So no, I don't know.
That's a great point because on paper, after last year's expansion, Torrent and Golden Eyes had some of the best teams on paper. So
Why do
I
I
don't.
feel like this is not going in? Sorry, you
That's
continue.
no worries, and that's also sometimes why we want the penny sleeve on there because it will just go into the top loader a little bit smoother. But
Okay.
yeah, and the top loader does protect from bending, and the penny sleeves protects the car from being scratched in and out of the top loader as well. But for this situation, because it's just going in and probably won't go out until we put the penny sleeve on, those cards should be okay in the top loaders. My predictions on the expansion teams are I think Detroit will give people a run for their money. I think that the way the team is structured was well. I think when you look at the players on Hamilton, again, on paper, I think it's outstanding. And I do think they will mesh because a lot of them have played together in actually different teams within the league already. But I would say Detroit will be quite competitive as an expansion team. I don't know if they'll end first in the divisions or even in the league, but I do think they'll be pretty competitive.
Yeah, I think Detroit. The other thing with Detroit is like if everybody stays healthy.
Yeah.
First of all, everybody stays healthy, but also I still think they don't have good enough defense. No shade. Actually, it's not shade, but that's just my opinion. I don't know how I feel about their defense yet.
Yeah, but it also gives players, and a lot of players have said this too, is it gives maybe second or third line D pairings an opportunity to actually reach that potential of a first line
Right.
defensive pair. So again, we don't know. That is a great call out. Detroit does have their top six who don't have top six who have played center a lot. So
Oh.
oh my goodness, the Toronto Scepters actually moved Emma Malte from winger to center to give her more opportunities to play, and she actually ended up doing quite well at center. So hopefully, in that same vein of defense, it gives some players an opportunity maybe to excel at a center role where maybe they just never realized that center was the position for them.
That is a great point. I love all the new opportunities for people. Okay, I tried to turn that off again. Here's a Jamie Lee Rattray card, but I'm like, I don't know if these stats are actually messed up.
Okay, so look at season 1 for games played and tell me what number you see.
Games played 24.
Okay, and then in the next season?
30.
And then look at the totals of 2 seasons.
Oh. So basically this doesn't add up. I see where you're getting. Yeah, this is really messed up. Okay. Yeah, Malte is on Victoire now. Did everybody see the video that Emma Malte posted in her new uniform? She looked really good. Okay, I'm gonna set these to the side. We can open another pack. Yeah, honestly, when she first announced that, I was like, hello, Mother Malte. All right. I can't believe I was already getting excited about having a KK Harvey card next year. It is one of the best jerseys. Man, these things are not easy to open. I'll tell you that much. This is okay. Here we go.
You're doing great.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Haha! Teresa Vanishova. All right, Taylor Heisey. I feel like we needed the Taylor Heisey card. because she's all over every box. Wow, Blair Turnbull. Nice. Renata Fast. Here we go. Okay, I was going to say, I feel like something about this, like, I was like, is that her face? But it is her face. Sorry. Oh, okay. Low-key unrelated. I'm not sure if you have thoughts on this. This is like hockey card take, because I was watching somebody else do like a hockey card break of PWHL cards. Sorry, I feel like this is echoing a little bit. Is my thing echoing?
No, you sound okay on my side.
Yeah, I got felt that. Okay, first horizontal card. Micah Zandy Hearts. Very cool. And next up is the hit. Boom! Oh, I know why it's echoing. It's because I had... Wait, actually, no, I don't know why it's echoing. Well, sorry. It's just going to be echoing a bit. Wow, this is iconic. Haley Scamora, Montreal Victoire. Scamora has a dogged approach to the game, hunting down loose pucks, playing physical, and boasting a non-stop motor. Her attributes were sought after, and she joined Montreal ahead of 2025-26. Yeah, shout out to my goat of hat tricks with extra attacker in the game against the Golden Knights. Does anybody remember that game? Yeah, basically she scored like 3 goals in like a minute and a half. I'm pretty sure. Which I was looking at because, yeah, that game was just really crazy. Sorry, what were you going to say, Julie?
That Scams is a player who, did well in Toronto, but, was given a different opportunity in Montreal and just absolutely went off. So, as a Toronto Scepters fan, it was hard to see her go, but it was great to see her be so successful in a different role. And I believe they talked about that in like post Walter Cup run about how they changed her position and to see if she would do it. And, they worked a lot with her to get her to be successful, but it ended up being a great spot for her. And then when she goes over to the international side, she goes back to her other position. So, it was great to see her flourish. Obviously sucked for me as a Scepters fan, but what can you do?
Yeah, it was also interesting too because I feel like this was the year of Haley Scamora. Also, like for like Team USA as well. Like, yeah, I feel like she really popped off, and she's also going to have a huge opportunity in Las Vegas as well. That's why I think Vegas is a dark horse. Vegas is looking a dark horse. So,
yeah, Silvershow is a master GM in some of the signings. Even if you look at the signings she's made this year, it's incredible. Ooh, Scams or Ambrose for captain?
I feel like Ambrose. I don't know.
I think so too. I would lean more on Ambrose and Scams with a letter, but.
All right. Let's go. One more pack. Who else do we think should be the captains? Who should be the captain for Seattle Torrent? That's a good question. So I don't know if there's a clear answer.
So Brownie stayed and Carpy stayed, right?
Right.
So do you move one of them up? And I'm asking genuinely because I don't know much about Brown. Obviously, I know a little bit about Carpy, but as a Torrent fan, do you think either of them could step into that role?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I feel like they're going to go with Carpenter, but like, it's interesting as a fan because I'm like, I don't know too much about these players' actual like leadership styles. Like, I'm sure like somebody has written an article about it and maybe I haven't read it yet. But I think it's interesting because Alex Carpenter is more of like a quiet person, at least like publicly facing, right? So she's a player where obviously like I love watching her play, but I don't know too much about her like personality-wise, if that makes sense. But I'm, like, in my mind, I'm expecting it to be Carpenter, but also because she was like one of the first players they protected as well.
True.
Or re-signed, I should say.
So chat's leaning towards Carpy as well, but James has thrown in Goose as an option as well.
It would be cool to see Goose get a letter. And I think somebody else also shouted out Aneta Teralova because she has like leadership experience like internationally.
Right.
So she was also shouted out as a leader. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God, you guys. When I tell you, like, this actual photograph, and I tell you, this actual photograph is already saved on my computer because I use this photograph when I like make TikToks about Hillary Knight and I need like a picture. I always use this photograph because it's such a good photograph. And I was really hoping that I could get a Hillary Knight card because I actually don't have one.
There you go. You better put that in a top loader.
Oh, yeah. This, yep. Okay. Wow. Nice. Maddie Rooney. I love Maddie Rooney. She's really good. I really like watching her play. Yeah, I can't believe I got it. Emily Clark, Ottawa Charge. We got any Charge fans in the chat? Rania Savalainen, let's go. Ooh, another Ella Shelton. I think this is the same picture as on the Outburst card.
Yeah.
Ooh, Young Guns, Olivia Mobley. Is this also who you just pulled, Julie?
It is. So I pulled the Outburst version, which is like the next version up from it.
Nice. I don't actually know too much about Olivia Mobley. Oh my gosh. I also kind of feel like I didn't realize that it says their positions down here in the bottom right. I think the text is a little bit hard to see. I did not pull a Jen Gardner card yet. Let's learn more about Olivia Mobley because I don't know too much about her. St. Louis Park, Minnesota. Oh, interesting. So it has their college stats on here. Minnesota Duluth. Mobley recorded the first multi-point game of her PWHL career by potting a goal and dishing out an assist in the third period of the Fleet's road clash against the Minnesota Frost on December 19, 2025. Okay, more you know. Shout out Olivia Mobley.
So because that's her rookie card and called the Young Guns, she won't necessarily have stats for the PWHL's entire season because these could have been printed before the season was over, so they won't put an incomplete season's worth of stats, which is why you'll see their college or U Sports stats instead. Nice.
Okay, I'm going to put my night card in a top loader as well. I honestly, you guys, I can't believe I pulled that, honestly. Ooh, Dan says, I really love the design of the Young Guns cards this year. Guys, this is crazy. This is freaking crazy. How's everybody coping? How are my Torrent fans coping? I think I've like fully processed it now. I'm just kind of sad still because I'm like, the alternate reality, but I'm getting excited. I went to Climate Pledge Arena yesterday for Seattle Storm, which was very fun. And Storm is actually worse than Torrent, so helps put things in perspective.
But they had a big win yesterday against Chicago, didn't they?
Yes, they did. They had a really, really good game yesterday. But yeah, they were on an 11-game losing streak before that. But then we were winning, and I was like, no, I really like the Storm players. I don't know if I should be putting this in here. It feels kind of stuck.
Just if you can take it out, just so it doesn't, it's not centered in the top loader. But that's the challenge sometimes. So are you able to open the top of the top loader? I'm just trying to find one. So like here, are you able to squeeze it like that?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. So that should alleviate some of the pressure. So what I would do is wait there you go.
Okay, I'll put it in one of these thingies.
There you go. That's a good spot for it.
So I had this binder with like little sleeves in it. And then I cut it up because I made a keychain. I wanted to make a keychain of like, I just have my little cards with the holes, and then I put it on my Torrent carabiner that they gave us. So that's why I have these like cut up sleeve things. Okay, cool. Ooh, Ivan Remix Skeldridge 961 says, I found out about this channel during the Hamilton/Vegas expansion. I seriously want other channels like this for other leagues. Thank you. First of all, thank you for saying that because it means a lot. And it's been interesting because, like, you know, I'm still learning how to do this too. And so I'm trying to figure out, like, what type of content to post and, like, basically, like, what questions do you guys have? What kind of content are you looking for? So, yeah, let me know if don't ever hesitate to comment if you have any questions, comments. And yeah, I agree because I've been trying to get more into like WNBA, as I know, Julie, you're also a big Tempo fan. But it's interesting, like, because I obviously know way more about hockey, right? Like, I actually don't know that much about basketball, so I'm still trying to learn it. And so that's where I feel like these type of channels really come in handy. So. Oh, thank you. Jordan says, oh, okay, maybe I should introduce Jordan. I met Jordan in Vancouver. He's a Golden Diva. And he is awesome. And he let me wear his Emma Malte Scepters jersey. And yeah, he says, I'm glad you've been consistent over the summer. I feel like it'd be hard to post anything after the season ended. Yeah, it's been interesting because I do want to take a break. So I've been, like, I honestly have, like, I feel like expansion was crazy, but I've been doing more of, like, my data analysis videos because I'm can overshare here, but I need to practice my coding. So it's been good for me practicing my coding. And also been able to, like, dig into the stats and learn a little bit more about different players and whatnot. Oh, sorry, Julie. I'm good. I promise I will open these. I'm just replying to the comments.
No, you're okay. You're okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna. This week's newsletter is gonna be all about baseball, hopefully. So somebody said, who do you root for in WPBL? And I don't know if you guys remember my PWHL quiz, but I just started brainstorming with my friend about, like, the questions for a WPBL quiz of who should you root for. So stay tuned for that. I'm not sure if I even have, like, a particular team right now. I've just kind of been enjoying tuning in when I can. Oof. Yeah, Benitez. Okay, this is the last thing I'll answer. Oh, yeah, there's a newsletter. Make sure to go subscribe, link in my bio, because social media is really hard, and it's way easier if I can just email you. Yeah, but not only, I feel like Benitez is so good, but I feel like because she came up through Banana Ball, like, obviously I only knew her from TikTok, so I was like, oh, she's just good at dancing. And I shouldn't say that, but, you know, I knew her from her TikTok dances. And then I actually started watching her play, and I was like, she's so good. So, yeah, that's been really exciting to see the breakout players. Claire Thompson. What do we think is happening to Claire Thompson? Because I feel like she's not staying on Golden Eyes. Because I feel like if she was going to stay on Golden Eyes, we would know it by now. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think she goes back to school?
Here's my hot take, and we'll see if this comes true. I think she goes to Detroit.
Interesting.
Because I was thinking, what are, like, because I've been saying, I want more defenders in Detroit. I'm like, do they have slots for that? I don't know. Oh, people are saying she's going to retire. Yeah, that's probably going to happen too. We got another Renee Desbiens card. I love her pad so much. Every day I'm thankful for Victoire. All right, we got Sarah Nurse. Let's go. Very exciting.
The ponytail is iconic in that one.
Yeah, really
or the
good
braid.
Really good braid action. Daryl Watts. Darryl Ross, Toronto Raptors. We're getting can I just say, we were getting really good cards. Okay, I think we have one more and then the hit. Grace Zumwinkle. Ooh, this is a cool action shot. I think that's Brianne Jenner behind her. Potentially. Kind of chasing her down. That's a really cool shot. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Wow! Megan Keller Fleet Spotlight. Very cool. Very cool. Whoa. The year of Megan Keller. Very cool. Keller was named Boston's team captain for the 2025-2026 season, and the talented defender responded by recording 8 points in her first 8 games, sporting the C on her sweater. Well, yeah, I guess this doesn't have the picture of her in the A or in the C, because I was also asking Julie about this because I was confused because I saw some pictures where it looked like it wasn't from this most recent season, it was from the season before. And apparently some of the cards just have pictures from the season before. So
I think that's another reason how they get away with having 2 seasons worth of stats.
yeah. Oh, is this a new insert? Oh,
yes.
I couldn't ask if this is a new insert.
Yes, so that is one of the new inserts. And then there's variations of that card as well. So it'll go down kind of that numbered 250, I believe, 199 or 399, 199. And so the spotlight color changes based on which card it is.
Okay, I don't want to I'm going to go get some more of these like sleeve things. I don't want to put them in the top loaders because I don't want to mess them up.
All right.
I have.
Yeah, Dan, you would think that they would have had enough opportunity to get a picture of her in the sea.
Well, actually, no. Actually, I don't want to get them mixed up. I'm just going to put these over here.
You can always just stack them, and then as long as your cats decide not to play with it, you should be okay. And then once the hobby box is empty, you can always put the cards back in the hobby box.
All right. Julie, how did you get into hockey card collecting? And how long have you been doing it?
Yeah, so as a collector for years, I've been collecting a lot of the Team Canada women's hockey cards because for a long time, those were most of what was only available until more recent years. And so the Tim Hortons has done cards as well for the Dream Gap Tour. So the PWHPA players. But in the last year, I started Stride Collectibles in hopes to just get more cards accessible to people because I do find it challenging to find cards. I mean, I used to go to card shows and, 90% of the vendors didn't have women's cards. And so it was tough to build a collection without investing in hobby boxes.
Right.
So then I started selling them on Marketplace. And then I realized that was just a little bit too much for me driving, 20 minutes for one card. So I took a chance one day. There was a local card show in my neighborhood. Reached out. They had an extra table. So I decided to vend. And the feedback I got from that one day was that there's not enough people selling women's cards. So I try and do as many shows as possible. We give away, base cards to kids at the Scepters games, or if I'm traveling for games, I'll bring some cards. Just so that they can start the hobby without having to spend, the money on a hobby box or a blaster box.
Yeah, that's a really good point because Hannah Vilka, wait, I'm just going to finish telling this story really fast though, because so I gave my friend Maddie, who's really into WNBA, I gave her some hockey cards. And my friend Kate was asking, like, where can I get these PWHL cards? And it was actually tough because I'm trying to think because I'm like, people don't, like, first of all, again, shout out to Dan for sending these cards, but they were really expensive. So, like, I understand, like, people don't want to buy big packs of cards. And so I'm trying to tell Kate, I'm like, well, the only time I've actually gotten, like, individual cards has been at hockey games where people are just like giving away cards. But yeah, so many fans just want the base cards. But like I have some men's hockey cards where I've gone to like random hockey shops and they'll sell like a pack, but I haven't really seen those as often for PWHL cards.
So they do have individual packs for PWHL, but unfortunately they're so overpriced that it's just, again, and that's part of the struggle with the women's sports cards taking such an increase of interest by everybody, is that they're taking advantage a little bit. Yeah, so Dan just mentioned you can get singles on eBay as well. So that's a good spot just to buy, your favorite player.
Electro Kitten says, do you have a binder for your cards? No, I need to get a binder. I had a binder and then I cut it up because I was like trying to do arts and crafts. So I think I'll get a new binder. And I also think that's a good point that they're probably easier in Canada because it's like really funny being American because I don't think a lot of Canadians realize like that hockey obviously is somewhat popular. But like whenever I've gone to Canada, I'm like, oh my God, it's way more popular here. So
and it's funny you say that because it's the exact opposite for WNBA. Like you cannot find WNBA cards in my area. Like the second they go on sale, the next day they're all gone.
Wow.
So we'll make sure that you get a binder. We'll make sure you get some penny sleeves.
Yes.
But Dan, do I think that we're going to win a game in Toronto this year? I do think we'll win one. Maybe it'll be through, errors of the other team and us hopefully taking advantage, but I don't think that we'll get completely shut out.
Wait, question. Did the Scepters not win a single home game last year?
We won 2 home games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really rough. We had a more successful road showing, but it was tough. So players in the league. So not all the players that are in the league have cards or are in the sets. A great example is Carly Jackson.
They're not in here?
So they've been in the league for 4 years, and this is the first time that they're in this. They have a card. And in the inaugural year of the very first PWHL boxes, Blair Turnbull wasn't in it. And she was an inaugural captain. So unfortunately, not all players are in there. And that's also sometimes why in the NHL packs you see more hits or inserts, is because they have more base cards and more players. The base set is only 50 cards. And then the inserts will vary in terms of the players, but not all players that are in the league get a card, unfortunately.
Interesting. Also, because Dan sent me a CJ Jackson card. That must have been something special.
That's from this set. So
really?
the first 2 sets, CJ didn't have a card.
Oh. Yeah, that's crazy that they snubbed Blair. That's crazy. Okay, we got Sarah Fillier.
All right.
Kaylee Osborne. Shout out to Kaylee Osborne. I feel like this was also a huge breakout year for her. Korea Schroeder, Seattle Torrent. This must have been from like one of the first Torrent games. Honestly, I wonder if this is from like our home opener, honestly. Or not our home opener, but the game in Vancouver. Because I remember they didn't have, casual Sarah Fillier. I remember they didn't have the masks ready for them. And hi, Fojo. Thank you so much for coming. Fojo's really always leaves the best comments on my YouTube channel, so thank you for coming. Okay. It feels like we have one more card left, maybe 1 or 2 cards left. Oh, let's go. Gwyneth Phillips postseason standout. She is a freaking beast. Like, I feel like she's the definition of a postseason standout.
Yes, yeah, so she was incredible. So that is another new insert of this pack, or the PWHL Series 3. And so when I was alluding to 2 different seasons worth, the postseason standouts, one of them where they will have players that are on these cards that didn't necessarily make this previous postseason.
Right.
So that's how you know that the cards or the pictures are from two different seasons, is because, for example, I won't say the players, but Toronto has a postseason standout
Okay.
card from this set, but obviously we all know Toronto did not make playoffs this last season.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, Gwyneth Phillips is so freaking cool. She's like, yeah, she's like very exciting to watch. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna put this to the side and hope nothing bad happens to it. Should I keep so I've been keeping the stacks separate for each pack. Should I do that, or is it okay for me to stack them all together?
Yeah, you can stack them all together. Hopefully by the end of the hobby box, you'll have all 50 base cards. So you'll have what we call the base set. And then, unless you're trying to keep stats on it, but so far, knock on wood, you haven't hit a duplicate base yet.
Right. Yeah, how are we feeling about Ottawa Charge? I feel like I need to check in on Ottawa Charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I'm out of the loop with Ottawa Charge right now. Ooh, how will I choose my fantasy team? Honestly, probably based on vibes. I don't know if anybody's been watching House of the Dragon, but I saw some like hockey reel where they were like, can you like draft a hockey team from House of the Dragon? And I don't know, I thought that was so funny.
Electro Kitten, where did you meet Phillips?
Yeah, Ottawa Charge is always like randomly really good. Like everybody's, I feel like at the beginning of the season, I'm always like, yeah, Ottawa Charge isn't that good, and then they're like randomly like they make it to the playoffs, and then they're randomly really good. But it's probably because of Gwyneth Phillips as well. Ooh. Speaking of Ottawa Charge, you got Gabby Hughes. Yeah, I don't think there's a Fanuza card either.
No, that's the one player that absolutely got snubbed in this set.
Right. Wow, Cheyenne Darkangelo, Michigan legend, Victoire legend. I like this. Ooh, we got some Culty in the background. I really want a Culty card, actually. I would love to get a Culty Young Guns card. Yes! Yes! We got Abby Rock. I was also really want to get an Abby Rock card. Wow. And horizontal. Very cool. Very cool. So we have completed the lifeline. Ashton Bell, Vancouver Golden Knights. I know Darkangelo goes so hard. Natalie Spooner. So iconic. Sorry, I wasn't counting. Okay, we got a Upper Deck Portraits. This is our first Portraits card, and we got Alina Mueller. It's our second Alina Mueller card tonight. Wow.
Yeah, so that's a different variation of the portraits, which I absolutely love. So this is what the old portraits look like.
Oh, interesting.
And so this one reminds me of, if there's any WNBA collectors or NBA collectors, the Color Blast with just that explosion of color behind them. This is probably my favorite insert of the new set. They did such a great job with that card.
Yeah, I feel like Alina Mueller is honestly like, okay. Do you know how they choose what to put on the back of these cards? Because no shade, this is about to be shady, but I always feel like I could write better text on the back of the card. Like, because when I'm thinking Alina Mueller, I'm like, maybe this is too far in the back or too far in history, but I'm always thinking of like that goal she had. What was it? Like, I want to say like game 4 against Minnesota, and then they like all went off the ice, or like,
oh yeah, in overtime, and she just skated right to the yeah. So I mean, I don't know this, but I would assume the team at Upper Deck are the ones that are creating the text as well. what sources or resources they're using to, pull the stats and the text. I don't know. I do remember seeing a comment saying, I wish Upper Deck and PWHL, but I didn't get a chance to read it. So if that person's still in here, I think it was Dan, but
I think Dan said that he wished they would sell cards at games. Isn't that what you said?
oh. So they do at the Scepters games. They sell hobby
This
boxes
one?
at the Scepters games. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. So the second part is that setting up a trade area for fans. So I know that myself and Kelsey Chirp Sports have asked if we could set up. The challenge that I've heard in terms of feedback of us doing that is we would be competition because they also sell hobby boxes at their merch booths.
Okay.
So we're still working on that. But for right now, local card shows, if you haven't looked into them, it is a whole universe. So yeah.
Yeah, there's that at Torrent, there's like an unofficial trinket exchange where people just like give away cards. But I don't think they sell cards. As far as I'm aware, they don't sell cards in the Torrent games officially. I could be wrong about that though. Here we go, Megan Keller. Brienne Jenner, let's go. I think I'm going to send this one to my friend Nick, who really likes Brienne Jenner. It's really good. Jamie Bourbonnais. Nice action shot with Wagovi in the background. Here we go, Emma Malte. Emma Malte. Wow, this is a good pull. Really good pull. I feel like there's a lot of away jerseys in here. I don't know if they have a preference for that. Emmerich Smashmeyer. I loved her pads this year. Okay, is this the last one? Here we go. Emmerich Smashmeyer, our second Netminders card.
So yeah, so if you look at that card, on the front of it, the Netminders is in a different color.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no number at the top. So this one would be considered the base of the Netminders insert card.
Right. Let me find our other Netminders card to compare it. Yeah, back-to-back MASH. Jackson Jills is a PWHL podcast. All right. Here we go. Interesting. Oh. Damn, we still have a lot of packs left, so I hope. Sorry, Julie, if this live stream is taking too long because I just realized it's going really slowly.
It's okay. I'm enjoying it.
I think I watched another one where they did it so fast, and I'm getting sidetracked for sure. But I think it's nice to not rush it.
Yeah, no, the chat's great.
Hang out.
We're having a great conversation.
Yes, exactly. Who are our fantasy team goalies so far? I feel like I'm going Kaylee Osborne because I actually love Emerald Davian, but I feel like everybody already loves her, and I feel like people do love Kaylee Osborne as well, but I don't know. I'm really excited by her. I think she's really good. I'm excited to see what she can do in Hamilton. But Julie, who would you put for your goalie?
I might have to go with Phillips, to be honest.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Mash Phillips combo, that would be sweet. But yeah, Phillips is just, she's so reliable and consistent. Obviously, Debbie's would be great, but
Sorry, I think my phone
I
cut
lost
out.
you.
My phone cut out. Can you still hear me?
No.
Bruh, this freaking we've been having technical difficulties.
Yeah, hopefully Kirk has a great season, probably being the number one again.
Okay, what if I use this mic?
Can
You
you
can't
hear
hear
me or Ava?
I can hear you, Julie.
Okay.
We can hear both. Julie, can you hear me? Sorry. We were having technical difficulties before this because StreamYard was getting confused about things. So I think StreamYard should give me my money back because they make me pay for this. So, and their only job is to stream things. But while we wait for Julie, just pulled a Kendall Coin Schofield card, which I feel like is pretty crazy. Hannah Miller. Still remember. Okay, I think Julie's back.
Yep, I'm back and I can hear.
Yay! We got Kendall Coin Schofield.
Oh, nice.
Wait, Kendall Coin. So we don't know about if Kendall Coin Schofield is retiring.
I don't think anything's been announced or shared yet.
I don't think she's under contract. But I feel like I was wondering if she was pregnant again, honestly. Because whenever, sometimes when we're waiting, I'm like, what's going on? I don't know. Or maybe they're just working on the contract. All right, Hannah Miller. Yes, Alex Carpenter, Seattle Tour. Oh my God, Dan, why would you ask me such a hard question? I actually have a go-to answer for sure. Well, no, I have a few favorites, but it's really funny because, so we had the home opener, right? And I feel like I was so nervous about the home opener because it was I hope people come and it's a brand new team and then we lost 3-0 to Minnesota Frost. And I also think it was interesting because they didn't even score a single goal. So Torrent fans had not heard the goal song. And obviously the place was packed, but there was cheering, but it was still a new team, right? The fans weren't in their groove yet. And then I feel like I was also nervous because I was I don't know how many people are going to show up on a weekday. So the next game was a Wednesday. The second home game was a Wednesday. And I'm I don't know how many people are going to show up. It was 8,000 people, which I felt that was a lot of people. And that was actually our lowest attended game of the entire rest of the season, which is also crazy. But anyways, we were down. They were down at the end of the game, came back with 2 goals in 2 minutes. But it was because Christina Kaltakova took a major penalty, and then so Torrent came back at the last moment, got 2 goals. First time hearing the goal song, first win, and it was a Wednesday night, and it was just really, really good. And I think that was honestly yeah, it was. I just felt like a turning point. It felt like the first real Torrent game in a way, first win. Yeah, really, really good game. You can put your favorite games in the chat, and maybe Julie, you can also share your favorite game.
Oh, I don't know. We had a rough homestand last season. Always enjoy when the Victoire come to town. It's always good to see them battle. But I would say my favorite game that I personally attended was Game 4 of the Walter Cup.
Oh, wait, what year?
This year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I was lucky enough to attend game 2 in Montreal and then game 3 and game 4 in Ottawa.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh, I went to Montreal 2 years ago, and I went to the quadruple OT game. I don't know if that was my favorite game, but it was crazy. It was crazy. I got my money's worth in that one. I'll say that. Oh, I remember watching that game as well. Yeah, that was really good. And like CJ Bobble. Okay, first of all, CJ Bobblehead night was crazy. Even though they didn't play, like I remember that being a crazy game. And then also like the CJ Start game in Seattle this year was crazy. But where's Hannah Miller? Hannah Miller scored on Torrent with 1.6 seconds left or whatever in that game. So that was pretty brutal. But that was a good game, though. That was a good game, though.
Dan, I didn't know if you were talking about this season or like ever for PW. If it's ever for PW, it would be the January 1st game, Toronto versus New York. Even though Toronto lost, that game had a lot of emotions in that building.
For sure, for sure. Oh, we got a Kendall Cooper Young Guns. I feel like this is a really good card because I feel like Kendall Cooper was so good this season. And like, again, like, I feel like people that were locked in and like people that are locked in Team Canada, I feel like, I feel like her name has been thrown around for being on Team Canada. I don't know if that's true. Somebody correct me in the chat, but I felt like she was really good. I'm so excited for the schedule to drop and tickets to become available for Detroit. That's the closest team to me. I'm so excited to see my fave Hillary Knight play. I'm really excited for you, Electro Kid. And where in Michigan do you live? Do you live in Metro Detroit?
Kendall Cooper captained the U18 team.
Okay. And she's headed to Vegas. When was Boss's big comeback against the Victoire? I feel like I don't remember this. Was this when was this? It's just me and my cats. I feel like I don't remember that one. Like I'm sure it happened, but ooh, second Elaine Chuli card.
All right, so this might be your first duplicate pack. From a base perspective, the insert will be different.
Okay, I was confused about that because people were telling me about duplicate packs, and I was like, I thought for some reason I thought every pack was like random.
It is, but what will happen is the base sets, so the first 5, typically will be the same 5 per pack. If it's so, like you'll see if you look, Elaine Chuli, Stacey.
I think we got this again. Yeah.
But the insert will be different.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that's how it worked. Well, that's a good one to get a duplicate of. Now we got another Laura Stacey and Lena Mueller. Okay, is this the last one?
I think you got one more. Yeah.
Okay, one more. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Oh. Upper Deck Canvas, Korean Schroeder. Wow, and it's black and white.
So feel the texture of that card in comparison to.
Can I touch it?
Yep.
It feels more like, I don't know how to describe it. Like paper?
Exactly. So the UD canvas, the black and whites and the colors are made of that material. So when you had originally said that you thought the back felt different, I thought that you were going to get one of these cards.
Oh. It's just me and my cats. I'm going to need to go rewatch this game. It sounds pretty good. Yeah, now I have some trade stacks. This is also a really nice picture as well. We're getting a lot of different I feel like we've gotten so many different types of inserts.
Yeah, and it's been great to see for this series. Like Series 1 and Series 2, we had a couple of different inserts, but not too many. So we had the Dazzlers, which were 3 different colors as well. And then we had the portraits, which I showed you. And then in the second series, there was another insert called Elevated Talent. So this pack did a lot. They did a lot of better job with the different variations of cards.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. So is this the first, I don't want to say real, but like this is definitely the biggest like, what's it called? Box?
Release.
I think it's release. Oh, Electro Kitten says, I actually live 5.5 hours away from Detroit, not even in Michigan. There is no other team that's closer, though, so I'm excited to have them.
I love
wow,
that.
You're very dedicated. I'm originally from Kalamazoo, Michigan, and I was like, that's still too far away from Detroit. No, it's not that far, but it's like 2 hours. And my current place is way closer to the Seattle Hockey Arena, so it's pretty convenient. But I guess I can't base all my decisions on how close I live to a hockey arena unless I can. I mean, nobody's stopping me. Yeah, I'm going to miss Schroeder as well. Okay, I think this is also another duplicate. Because I feel like I remember this Gabby Hughes card. Yeah, this isn't more duplicates.
Yeah, Shy.
Ooh, another Abby Rock. The way that we already had this. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Rory Gilday, Young Guns. Here we go.
It's a good isolated picture, too. It's just her in the shot.
Yup. Okay, we have one more pack.
Oh. So we always say last pack magic and hope that you get a really good card.
Last pack magic. I really want a call to Young Guns. But that's too specific, so we're not gonna get it. Dan says, as someone who saw Seattle play a lot, how do you feel about the tournament making Murphy their starter? Honestly, bro, like when I tell you, it was painful watching because like I felt like she was doing a good job, but we had literally zero defense. So like I felt like with what she was facing, she was doing a good job. Oh my god, sorry, my StreamYard cut out again. Sorry, I need to try to fix this before we get our last pack magic. Let me just try deleting. I'm scared that this is like, bruh. Okay, this app is like not working. I'm just gonna do it facing forward. Sorry guys, this is my first time trying to use the phone, and it's caused issues. But it's okay. We're gonna have a special setup for our last pack magic, so it's gonna be even more special. Oh, I don't know what happened to Julie.
Every time the other thing kicks out, I lose audio.
Bruh, I'm gonna
back.
have to contact StreamYard support. Okay, I'm not looking at the back.
There you go.
So this is like the most advanced opening we've had. Okay, so how do I do this? Like this?
Yeah, so what you can do is take another card that you've pulled and put it on the back.
Good idea.
Oh, Dan, that's a loaded question. Let's see what the last pack is, and then I can give you a quick tour of the background.
Whoa! Critter Curl Salami. Okay.
Gwyneth Phillips.
Wow. Okay, but this means we got a new pack though.
We do.
So new pack, last pack magic. I know. Okay. Maybe like this. Ooh. Okay, Aaron Frankel. I feel like this is a really good pack. Susanna Tapani, okay. Somebody summoned her with that 15 seconds left. Game tying goal. Aaron Ambrose. Okay, I feel like this is a really good card. I feel like this and again, you know, our Las Vegas captain, but like, I don't know. I feel like when I think of Montreal, I think of Aaron Ambrose, and it's kind of like a nostalgic card.
So this might be your hit.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh shoot! Okay, wait. Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, I think this might have been. I low-key, I don't know, but I think this might be the best one we pulled, low-key.
So that's the color variation of that black and white UD canvas. So that one will also feel a little bit papery. Great card though. Great intro for Abbey Rock.
That's really cool. So this, yeah, I think this is like. I wonder if we can figure out what date it is, but I think this is also. So for the upper deck canvases, I think this is the first card we've had where they're like, she's getting introduced, like for a lineup or something, and she's not in play.
Yeah, sometimes they'll pick pictures like that. Sometimes they won't. It just maybe just depends on the designer of that set and what they prefer. Also, it also depends on like which rights they get to the photos, right? So the photographers have the rights to the pictures that they take, and then Upper Deck or other card companies would have to buy the rights of that photo to be able to use it and print it.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
All
wow, right. That's a real beauty. That was the last card, you guys. That was the last card. So I'm going to have to figure out how to protect my cards, and we have all of these things, which I feel like I don't want to throw these away because I feel like I can make a cool craft out of this.
You probably can. I've seen kids, they've taken all different random packs and made like a collage or something like that. So Dan asked me what my favorite cards are from this backing. I'm just going to take my headphones off and grab another one.
I'm going to see if I can make this thing work again. No, the StreamYard app won't even open on my phone anymore. I officially killed it.
Was it dying, like the battery, or?
No, like the app won't open.
Oh. So Dan, to answer your question, I don't know how well you can see, but the top row, so this row here is all MPP.
I'm making you big so we can see it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so that's all MPP, and they're all in-person signed.
Whoa.
So I'm happy to take those out after, but this is a set that I'm trying to collect of what's called the patch auto. So we don't have them in this set, but what that means is that there's, in theory, part of their jersey and it's autographed. So this is from the 2020 Team Canada women's team.
Wow.
I will get the Pooh rookie one.
Oh. Also, this case you have is so cool.
So this is what I used to vend, but then I decided to put it on my wall instead. Okay, so this is probably one of my favorite cards. It's in terrible condition as a card collector. So this is when Angela James played for the Arrows. She signed it. It was in person. She signed it while we were hanging out at her kitchen table.
What?
And the reason why it's one of my favorites is because it actually came from her own personal collection.
What?
So you can just see kind of the stats there. So
wait a second. I feel like we need some more lore reveals, Julie, about how you were like apparently besties with Angela James and she gave you a card from her personal collection.
Yeah, we can get into that. Maybe another stream.
Or maybe not.
This is another favorite. So I pulled this. So Dan at the beginning of the stream was hoping for a red outburst. So that is a card that is numbered to 25. And so this is the card. This is a Taylor Heisey Young Guns card. It's the inaugural season. She was rookie of the year, first draft pick. Everyone knows that. It will always stay with me because I also got her to sign it in person.
Wow.
So that's that. And then the one Dan was asking for is, this is an MPP Team Canada card.
It's
but
so
if you take a look, At this, she's actually wearing number 10.
Wow.
So that's what collectors would consider her true rookie card versus the Young Guns card that was released in the inaugural series set. But those are a few of the many of my favorites. There's one card right there. I don't know if you can see it. The gentleman's in a Montreal Canadiens jersey. I am not a Habs fan, but that's my uncle. So he's the only guy that's in that case of all women's cards.
Wow.
But there's hockey, there's basketball. Right there, that's a Kiki Rice card. So yeah, just a variety of my favorite, some of my favorite players.
Wow. That's so cool.
Mark Tardif is my Uncle Dan. He played in the 70s for the Habs and the Nordiques.
Slight flex.
I never got to see him play though, so at least I have his rookie card, which is really neat.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just wanted to scroll up because somebody asked about a Kaylee Osborne card, but now I have them all stacked, so I don't know if I can find it easily. I can also show off some of the other cards that Dan sent me really quick before we end this stream. So now I'm like, where did I put them?
Dan in 71 and 73. Ivan, do you mean like in the base set or just like in the entire set, like series?
Maybe wait, hold on.
That's a great question. Maybe that can be a breakdown that Ava does for us once she's back on here. Ava, we have a stats challenge for you.
Oh, what is it?
It's to determine which team got the most cards in the entire product set.
Oh, no, that should be easy. Well, I think we have access to the data. I just feel like I might need some help understanding what some of the words mean on it. You know? Or maybe it just says how many, wait, what is it? Which team got the most cards, like total cards or like special cards? Because I feel like that would also be interesting. You know?
Actually, hold on. Someone did an analysis. If you give me 5 minutes, I'll do the math on the analysis that she has online.
Oh, perfect.
If I can. Okay,
I'm showing off. So my hockey card collection is not as good as Julie's, but it's pretty damn good, mainly because of Dan. Sending me cards. So thank you for that. Out of all players, which team did we get the most out of? I don't know. I feel like we had a lot of. I feel like it was pretty evenly split.
Oh, that's a great card.
Yeah, Dan sent me this. This is the only time y'all will catch me being patriotic for America. Just kidding. I gotta win. Oh, this is the CJ Jackson card that Dan sent me from the Pride Night game, which is really cool.
The game day moment that he was talking about.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm about to show these ones. And can I say, I don't know if Dan is still here, but honestly, like, I don't know if Dan's still here, but honestly, when he sent me these, I was like, I can't believe you would send me these and not keep them for yourself. Like, I didn't feel so honored that you sent me these. And it's
that's a great
my
card.
MPP card, this is crazy. And also a signed Laura Stacy card.
Amazing.
So I was like, I don't even need to keep collecting because now I already have a whole collection. Dan says, Ava, we got to get you playing. You got to go to the Caroline Willette MPP adult camp. I got these signed at. Oh, yeah. And Julie, you went to that camp too, right?
I did, yeah. It's 2.5 days of on ice and dryland training, and you get a what they call conference, and it's just more of a Q&A with some of the players.
Yeah, I feel bad because I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start playing hockey, and then I feel like I didn't. I was just like, I'm gonna keep watching hockey on TV. Yeah, I really should play hockey, but then I'm like, I don't know. I have other things in my life I need to figure out before I have a new hobby, to be honest. Where do they host these adult camps? Yeah, I also never did I did the learn to skate, but that wasn't with any hockey padding. It was just skating around like this.
So the adult camps, a lot of the teams now are hosting adult clinics. The Scepters have been doing it. I know that Boston did a couple. Sometimes they're just day sessions, and sometimes they'll be a couple days or a week long. And then there are adult just learn to play hockey and skating classes. Just I would assume if you just kind of Google it, you would find it. But the PWHL grassroots program that Kristen Richards runs, part of that is to build interest in obviously youth hockey, but also getting adults. I've had many conversations with her about if you create an adult hockey camp, it will sell out faster than you expect.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, at least in the Toronto one, it sold out within, I think, 2 hours of the registration being open.
Wow. Okay. I did go skating at Climate Pledge Arena though. I did do that. Going around real slow. So that was cool. Oh yeah, I'm also doing a live stream on Sunday. If anybody else wants more live streams, it's gonna be on Sunday, and we'll be watching WPBL with my friend Sophia, who runs Snatch Magazine, which is, I don't know, Julie, if you ever heard of Snatch Magazine.
I have not.
It's like an independent queer women's sports magazine based out of New York. So
Okay.
even if you don't get the magazine, her Instagram is really good. She makes really good videos, and she also makes zines, the mini zines.
Yep.
So I think you can look at those on Instagram or print them out. And she made one about the WPBL.
Okay.
Which is really cool.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. She is really, really cool. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to trade for is a Julia Gosling card.
So she has a Young Guns card from last season. Nicole Gosling has a Young Guns from this year. If I have an extra Goose Young Guns from last year, I will send it to you with the penny sleeves.
Oh, thanks. I can also just order penny sleeves on Amazon, I think. So we can get that sorted out. Oh, here's the Kaylee Osborne card. I'm just showing that for the person in the chat. I forgot who asked for it.
Okay. Does anyone want to guess? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, hold on. I have one more team to do. I forgot about Vancouver.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh, I feel like these are disorganized now.
Okay, do we want to guess which team has the most cards before I share?
Yes. Ooh, I live really close to Phoenix Comics and Games, so I can walk over there after this. I probably shouldn't tell people where I live. I live in the Capitol Hill neighborhood. But maybe people already know that. Okay, I'm going to guess. Let me think
guess
about it.
which team has the most. Why don't we guess that?
Okay, because Minnesota Frost is on the box. So I'm like, I feel like it's either Minnesota or Montreal.
Okay.
So, but if I have to guess just one, I'm going to guess Minnesota.
Okay. So do you know why Taylor is actually on the box?
Is it because she was Rookie of the Year? Was she Rookie of the Year? I don't remember.
She was the inaugural year, but the reason why she's on the box is because she is one of the only Upper Deck athletes that's in the PWHL.
Oh.
So the other only Upper Deck PWHL athlete is Sarah Fillier. And so this was last year's box.
Okay.
So the assumption would be that the next series will have Philly on it.
So what is Upper Deck athlete?
So it means that they're exclusive to Upper Deck, so they have some type of contract, or maybe they'll go to events like Fan Fest. Fanatics Fest was it New York a couple weekends ago?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, you did miss the rips. We already did all the rips. all the cards are down here.
Yeah.
But we can show you the highlights. Oh, sorry. You just keep talking, Julie.
Yeah, no worries.
Show these.
Yeah, I do think Philly's contract's expiring too, but that's why specifically Heise's on the box versus maybe the numbers. So do we have any last guesses on the team that has the most cards in this set? All right. Okay. So for being a first-time card collector, really, and a first-time ripper, you were correct. And the Frost have the most cards with 40 different players, or 40 different types of cards of the players. Coming in second place was Montreal. And then Boston was actually the lowest. Oh, sorry, New York was the lowest counted players with 28.
When will the disrespect for my Sirens end? When will the disrespect? No, I was kidding.
But yeah, what's your take on? And this is kind of derailing off hockey, but what's your take on the WNBA team being the newest one, being called the Sirens, the Cleveland Sirens?
Let me think about this because I feel like I had two separate takes. So the first take is that independent of the New York Sirens existence, like I feel like when New York Sirens was first announced and everyone's like it's a goal horn, I feel like everybody was like it should have been mermaids, it should have been mermaids, and I was like, okay, this could be a hot take because I feel like everybody was like it should be mermaids, but I personally was like I like that it's a goal siren. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like I think it's fun. I like the emoji and like people will also argue with me about this as well in terms of like should the women's sports teams' names be gendered, because obviously like a lot of team names are gendered. That's just the way it is. And like I can see it both ways, but I feel like people would be complaining that it's like charged or sirens. And I'm like, well, I kind of like in a way that it's doesn't have to be associated with being feminine, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like even though like sirens there's a lot of different ways to imagine a siren.
Yep.
But anyways, that's just my personal defense of like, regardless of the duplicate names of do I like the logo? It's yeah, to me it's like very feminine, which is fine.
Yeah.
But like maybe I don't know how much that's going to resonate with everybody else because like me personally, the way I express myself is very feminine. So whatever. So that's my take on sirens. As far as like the having the same name as like New York Sirens, I feel like everybody was like, oh, there's so many duplicate team names. And I'm like, yeah, for names like bears, that's a common ass animal. That's not a siren. Like, so when people are like talking about duplicate names, I'm like, I understand that it's happened before, but I'm also like, it's kind of, to me, feels like a kind of specific name. So I'm like, it could have been avoidable, but like, is it actually a bad thing that they're duplicates? I mean, Cleveland and New York aren't that close to each other. So and it's two different sports. I'm not exactly concerned about it, but I was just kind of like, more so was like, it's odd, but it's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of random because I'm like, it's not that common of a name. But now the Mermaid Sirens people could be happy. So if for everybody in this chat that's now mad at me for saying I don't like mermaids, I'm sorry. It's just my own opinion.
That's okay. Yeah. No, I think that's great. I mean, the sirens being an actual siren, and like, if you look at what sirens look like, they actually could look like the old school goal lights too, right? So it does make sense. But yeah, it was just interesting when it came out. I mean, I don't know much about, the behind the scenes of when names are being picked. I mean, for the WPBL, they did a great job of explaining how they got to their names, which I thought was really cool.
Agreed.
And honoring, some of the trailblazers. Oh yeah, Dan just said the exact same thing. So yeah, it's true, so it's just interesting as things are developing. Everyone will have their opinion and hot take, but when the Raptors first started, everyone thought the Raptor name was so stupid. But now when you think about it, like, could you see the Toronto basketball team being anything else? And so hopefully in 10, 15 years, that's the exact same take on all of the women's teams that have been created over the last 30 plus years.
And that's how I felt, honestly, about Torrent. Because I'm telling you guys, when I first found out that Seattle the name was Torrent, I was like, you're lying. Like, literally, like, I remember when it was late, I literally crashed out so bad. I was like, because my hopes were so high. And then I found out it was like Torrent. And I was like, I hope this leak is wrong. Torrent, why would you do this to me? Why did you do this to me? And then, like, they completely grew into the name. And like now I'm like, hell yeah, Torrent, let's go Torrent. And it's just like, it rolls off the tongue so easily. So like no matter what it is, like, they're going to grow into, I mean, yeah, some names like Victoire, still bomb name. Love that name. I feel like I'm always going to have favorite names, but like for whatever, no, I literally crash out so bad. And I'm honestly still not over the logo. I still hate the logo, but I really like the name.
Really? You're not a fan of the logo?
No, it's just so blobby looking. Compared to the other logos, I feel like it's just so blobby looking. But
I mean, have you seen the Scepters logo?
Yeah, the Scepters logo looks cool. I think the Scepters logo looks cool.
I think if the top of the T was like the top of the CN Tower, they would have nailed it.
Why did I think it was supposed to be a reference to that?
It's not. It's supposed to be a reference to a scepter, like an actual staff. But if the top of it had been the CN Tower, then it would have.
That would have made a lot of sense.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the S. I mean, obviously, I'm not wearing the gear, but I don't know. Once
I see it on a jersey, maybe I'll feel differently too.
Yeah. So those jerseys should be coming out for this next season, right?
Right. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and then I guess it's been interesting to get more into WNBA, honestly. And I mean, I don't really make WNBA content, but it's interesting to see like the different conversations that people are having, and like to learn from them on how they cover the sport and whatnot. So.
Yeah, I mean, they're in their 30th season, so the coverage and the experience, at least speaking from the Toronto side of things, the atmosphere is a lot more lively. Obviously, the game's a little bit different where you can't have music playing while the Scepters are playing, but the operational side of it, you can tell that the league's been around much longer, which is great to see.
Yeah, sorry, I guess let me know if we're latching for too long, Julie, but yeah, I'd be interested to hear what it's like for you as like a Canadian and because I always forget, like, I feel like it's like you said, it's like the opposite, right? Because it's like basketball here, it's like we've had Seattle Storm for so many years here in Seattle, whereas you guys just got it.
Yeah, I mean, Dan can speak to it too, because I know he has tickets to the Tempo. But I mean, right now everyone's just so hyped to have a team, and you know, the atmosphere again is incredible. Like the spot that it's in seats just over 8,000, and it's typically sold out every night, every game.
But isn't that true? Because isn't that the same arena for the Scepters?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just like when you're in the building for a WNBA game, it's such a different vibe than a PW game. The in-host arenas, the DJs, like they're vastly different from each other. Um,
What?
and so yeah, it's and not necessarily saying that the Scepters in-host arenas and DJs are awful, but they could definitely be better. Having been to like a Victoire game, having been to a Charge game, having gone to takeover tours, like it's just you want your DJ and your in-host arenas to uplift the crowd, right? And the Tempo do that really well. Whereas the Scepters games, even though the Tempo are on a 8 game losing streak. And if you go to a home game, you would have no idea that we're on this losing streak because the vibes are just so high. Whereas in during the PW season, you would go to a game and be like, "Oh God, I hope we just get a goal today." Like it's a very different vibe because of the bringing the crowd into it and things like that. So,
Wow.
yeah.
I would have, can I just say, I would have never guessed that. But that's because I've never been to the game. Like, I've never been to a
Well,
game in Toronto.
we need
But,
to get
like,
you over here,
I know.
and
But that's, like,
hopefully it'll be
so
different. But
crazy. That's so crazy because, like, when I think about, like, PWHL and, like, hockey, I would have assumed that they would put, like, maximum investment into Toronto, especially with putting the Hamilton team there.
yeah.
So that's, like, surprising to me to hear. Because
yeah, it's tough. Like, I mean, again, I don't know what goes behind the scenes, but I think that, the attendance records has shown that even if Toronto is losing, the fans are still going to show up. And so it's one of those like push and pull situations where it's like, well, if they're still showing up and our product's so, but we're still selling out, let's invest in other markets. Or is it, whereas like, for example, other markets may not have sold out the spaces that they do have available, understanding that, for example, New York has a much bigger arena, right? So it's like, do we invest more of our marketing, our, grassroots, whatever, into a market that's maybe not as penetrated from the fan base, given that Toronto is always sold out. So it's like this push pull where like I'm not privy to obviously what's going on at the league level. But like from a fan perspective, it's kind of like when the bobbleheads came out is a great example. Every team had a 2-night bobblehead giveaway. So 2 games had a giveaway. Toronto had 1. But there was 2 for sale. So Fasty and Spooner you could buy, and Blair you could get as a giveaway. But every other market had a two different nights where they gave away bobbleheads. So even something that small, it's like, why wouldn't Toronto have 2 bobblehead giveaways? So it's little things like that because they know the fans are still going to show up. And that's partly our fault because we're still showing up.
Damn, that's kind of crazy. Like, you're essentially the market is essentially being punished because it's performing so well, and that honestly, when I'm hearing this, it makes me think about like the single ownership conversation, right? Like, would that be different if there was like an individual Toronto owner that was like, I'm just investing in this?
Exactly, and that is part of it. The Coca-Cola's arena is smaller. But I mean, I don't know if we could go into Scotiabank. Like, I don't know from season wise, schedule wise, cost wise, right? Because like obviously renting that space for that time can be a lot more challenging as well. So I'm not sure if they're going to move. The game day staff is small, Dan, and you're right. And I think that might be part of like the investment, right? Is like the Tempo have so many staff there. They have floor runners, they have people giving away stuff, they have their administrative staff is walking around and stuff like that. So that might be part of it, to Dan's point, is that maybe they just need to have more staff. So
very interesting. I'm learning so much about Toronto because I've actually traveled like quite a lot for PWHL, and Toronto is one of the arenas I haven't been to.
all right.
So,
Well, when you're here, you let Dan and I know, and we'll take you to a game.
all right. Well, thank you everybody for coming. This was really fun. Thank you again to Dan for sending me these cards. Thank you to Julie for not only being on this stream, but y'all, Julie made me a whole Google Doc of explaining hockey cards because I did not know anything. So she put in a lot of effort and time to help with this. So yeah, huge shout out to Julie, and make sure you go find her, Stride Collectibles, on Instagram, TikTok. Not super active on YouTube yet. But there's a YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having me, and yeah, Dan, shout out to you for setting this all up. But yeah, if there's more questions that do come in, and we want to do another like Q&A on cards or anything like that, as you can probably tell, I'm very passionate about it and always willing to have a conversation.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to end the stream, but everybody have a good night. And thank you, Indy, for coming to the stream.